Hey ghouls, hey! So today I'm going to be showing you this Witchy Glam makeup tutorial. I really wanted to do something for New Year's this year that could be super quick, no eyeliner, no fuss, lashes are optional kind of look, but still looks amazing and still looks like you spent 300 hours getting ready when you did it. Also, I will be showing you 3 different lip options because you know I love options. I've got some witchy vibes in there with the black lipstick, I've got some classic vibes with this red metallic lip, and I've got a totally out there but also awesome turquoise lip. Either way, there's a little something for everyone, so yeah, let's just get into it. Alright, I know I already said it, but I don't know how else to start a tutorial, so hey ghouls, hey again. I already started one eye, by the way, and my brows are done, just so we're not here for 5,000 hours, per usual. And first thing I'm going to do is prime my lid using the Milk Makeup Concealer in the shade Porcelain. I've been loving this. It is thick and moisturizing, and I love the way shadows blend on top of it. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I haven't been setting my concealer on my eyelid since I've been using this, and I love how shadows are blending on it right now. So this might be my new primer, just saying. Alright, so going into the Sultry palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm going to go into the shade Slate with this fluffy brush, which if you've been watching the last couple tutorials, you know I'm obsessed with this brush set and can't stop talking about it. It's a BH Cosmetics Rose Quartz brush set. It's so good. This is the fluffy brush from that set, which by the way will be linked down in the description box if you want to check it out. But I'm loading this up, the slate shade, on my outer corner area, and I don't know if you can see me dip in several times, but I do go back into that shade several times to build this color up. I'm not blowing this out quite yet, so you can see I'm staying pretty close to that outer corner and staying pretty tight in that crease. I'm even going in with this little detailer brush and working it into the crease first. So I'm going to lay down the shade first, then I'm going to go into this clean-ish Morphe M433 brush or Sigma E25. It's one of the two. Either way, I'm going to soften that edge and start blowing the shade out a little bit. The reason I do this is because I don't want to slap on a bunch of this shade because these Anastasia shadows are really pigmented. So when I just slap on a bunch of color, it can take longer to blend out. Plus, I have wrinkly ass eyelids. We've had this conversation before. And so sometimes when I pack on a bunch of color all at once, I can get some skidding action that I'm not crazy about, which is super impossible to fix. So slowly building this up, you'll see I went back into that big fluffy brush and just continuing to blow it out. Now kind of going outside of the lines, going up more towards the brow. Also, I'm flicking out the outer corner here in more of a pointed kind of cat eye look, but not super pointed, just a little flick there at the edge. Normally go super rounded, but not for this look. Alright, so I'm going to go into the shade Noir next, which is a black shade, on a dense kind of round brush. This is from Crown Brushes. Got it from Haute Look forever ago. And I'm placing this first. Once again, just placing it, laying it down in the outer corner, just pat, 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 just tapping that shade there, not getting too out of control. Then I'm going to go into my brush. This is the smaller but still kind of fluffy brush from that Rose Quartz set. And at this point, I'm not adding any more black yet. I'm just drawing from that black that we tapped on the outer corner. So I'm just digging into that and then kind of pulling it out and flicking it out. Like I mentioned earlier, kind of like that little cat eye situation. And then once I have pretty much blended out most of the black, I will start dragging it into, or pulling it, I guess maybe I should say, because it's not like heavy dragging, just gently pulling it into the, what is this, crease. That's what it is, the crease. Once I get everything nice and blended out, I will go back into the black shade and once again place it in the outer corner first, blend it out, work it back into the crease gently and slowly because my eyes like to sit back into my socket or my skull, or that just sounds really dark, but this is a Witchy Glam video. But no, I don't have a ton of room, so I just have to slowly but surely blend out the crease area so it doesn't start getting into my eyebrow situation. Alright, so going back into that clean Morphe M433 brush, I'm just going to slowly blend out any edges. I'm focusing on the lid. I shouldn't have because we're going to be doing something to it here in a second. But I'm also going to blend out the edges of where I placed the black and the slate shade. And I'm just gently, like the pressure is just ever so lightly there. Just gently blending, not into the shade, just on the edge, just barely touching it. It's nice and gentle, like a feather grazing, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, moving on, we're going to be doing a cut crease, and I'm not the best at cut creases because I'm literally the messiest person on earth, but we do it anyway. So I start around the inner corner area and take this to the midway point of my lid so halfway to my lid, and then all the way up to my crease area. So if you take this too far up or you never take it up far enough, there's an easy way to find out where your crease is. You can put the concealer on your lash line, like where you put eyeliner, and then open up your eyes really wide, and then it'll leave a crease, like it'll transfer and show you how far to go up. Just a fun little hack there. Anyways, I wiped off this brush, and now that all the product is off of it, I'm just going on that edge of that concealer and just slowly blending this out. This turned out way more airbrushed than I was even expecting. I was impressed with myself here. Anyways, going into the shade Cyborg with this Sigma E55 brush and some all-nighter setting spray, but not too much because that's right, we have ball sack eyelids. So I'm patting this on the area that we put the cut crease on. And then I'm going to go into the detailer brush and blend out. There's really nothing on this. Maybe a little bit of that slate shade, but like rubbed off a little bit. But I'm going to blend out between the Cyborg and the blackish kind of charcoal slate shade. Anyways, I'm going to go back into the Noir or the black shade on this small detailer brush once again and place this on the outerish outer corner area. Just slowly but surely, and a little bit into the crease, just gently, ever so slightly. Right there. Is this relaxing? Are you relaxed? Welcome to ASMR with Jade the Libra. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I'm wiping off any fallout, which I actually didn't have a lot of fallout. I was pretty surprised, actually. Oh, and I blended out some of that black eyeshadow earlier. Whoops, forgot to tell you that. Anyways, moving on to primer, we're going to be putting on this Milk Makeup Blur Stick, just the regular one, all over my face. And this stuff works so well that I put it all over my face. I normally used to just put this stuff on my T-zone, but the other day I missed a whole section and it literally looked like I was walking on the moon because my pores were that big. Not really, but you could see exactly where I put this stuff and where I didn't because it fills pores so well. And yeah, I don't know, I didn't even know, I didn't really think about my pores until this stuff started making me notice them because they weren't filled. Anyways, I'm also using the Luminous Blur Stick on my cheekbones, my forehead, and my chin because I love it. Also, I'm going to go into the IT Cosmetics CC Cream in the shade Fair. Sorry, I just stuttered. In the shade Fair. I don't know what's going on with this foundation right now. I don't know if it's because of my winter skin and I'm basically so see-through right now, it's not even funny. But this foundation has been looking super yellow on me. Like straight up, every day I look in the mirror and I'm like, dang, girl, you look jaundiced. Like, no joke, like that's what I'm looking like right now. So I'll take any recommendations I can get for some pale skin foundation. I know y'all are out there, but yeah, it's not looking good. And I also, for dry skin, that's the hardest for me. Dry skin foundation, that's pale AF. That's what I'm looking for right now because this is so good, the consistency. Anyways, moving on to concealer because I could talk about foundation all day, but this is the Milk Makeup Concealer in the shade Fair. This is not highlighting at all. This is actually my exact skin tone, which I love because the coverage is on fire. I don't know why I felt like saying on fire. That just is what came to mind, but it's really good is what I meant. And I've had really bad sinuses lately, so my dark circles have been on another level and it's been amazing. Not highlighting, but a perfect match. Also using the Milk Makeup powder, translucent powder, and I'm putting this all underneath my eye area and setting the concealer. Moving on to bronzer, I don't know what it is about filming, but I always lose my bronzer brush, my contour brush, every single time I film. I don't know, and then I find it miraculously the next day. So I found this brush randomly. I don't even know what this brush is, but I tried it and it was a joke. No way, was not using that. So I moved to this blush brush, which had a bunch of leftover blush all over it. So I basically contoured with blush, people. That's what happened, and ain't no shame in the game. We just did it. We went with it. Okay, moving on to blush. I went with the Naked. This is the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. It's the highlighter and blush palette. I love this blush. It's a really pretty rosy mauve shade. Love this so much. Just tapping it on my cheek area, although I had just contoured with blush, but we're adding more because why not? I also went in with the highlighters, both of them, and I like these highlighters. They look good, you'll see. They do the job. I think they're pretty, but this is my favorite, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy, and I almost didn't go with it because I thought maybe it wouldn't go with the silver, but no, it is so good. It is so good with every look. They recently came out with it again. I believe it's not going to be permanent. It's limited edition. Again, you have to, if you get anything buy anything ever again, this has to be it. It's so good. It's my favorite highlight ever. Anyways, zooming in, we're going to work on the lower lash line, going in with the Morphe M433 with that shade Slate. I'm going to run this across my lower lash line and just go back and forth with it gently and blending it out and kind of blowing it out a little bit, and also pulling it up into the outer corner as well because we want everything to look nice and connected. I'm also going to go back into the slate shade with a smaller detailer brush right here. You'll see that. And I'm building up that slate shade because we're about to add black, which we're going to do right now with a teeny tiny little pencil brush, applying this on the lower lash line, pushing this right up against my lower lash line, like really far up there, and blending it into that outer corner area. Then I'm going in with the Morphe M433 and blowing this out. I'm not adding any more black at this point, otherwise you're going to end up looking like a mess. So just blending with a clean brush. Oh, here I'm doing the possessed method with my, oh no, we're moving really fast. Okay, we did that with, it'll be linked in the description. Okay, going into Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, which is my favorite ever. I love this brush so much. It feels like heaven on the eyelashes. All right, so here I'm putting on lashes from Rouge and Rogue. I'm not sure of the name. I want to say they're Nirvana lashes, but I could be wrong. I'll have them linked down in the description box though, because I have it written down. Anyways, I took my hair down and I'm putting on a hat so we can look extra fancy for New Year's. And then I decided randomly that I wanted to put a little pop of color on my lower lash line. So I used this Urban Decay Overdrive eyeliner and put this on my waterline. And I kind of liked it. It wasn't too over the top, but it was just a little something. Like if you were talking to me, you'd notice it was green, but it wasn't, you know, too bright. Although you could do bright, that would almost be kind of cool. I just thought it was a little pop of something. All right, moving on to our 3 lip options. The first one is a black lipstick, which is my favorite of life. This is the Lime Crime Velveteen in the shade Black Velvet. Oh gosh, this formula is so good. And this actually gave me the idea to call it Witchy Glam because that's what it kind of reminded me of. I love this lip color. Also, you could add a little bit of glitter or highlight to it and kind of make it sparkle, and I think that could be cool, especially if you were wearing silver or gold or something like that. You could add that to this, or even a little color, whatever you want to do. But yeah, this is lip option number 1. Lip option number 2 is super fun. It is this turquoise metallic shade by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's called Requiem, and it's actually not super metallic, if you want my honest opinion, so it doesn't kind of accentuate any areas on your lips or anything like that. It's a very subtle sheen to it, but it's really beautiful, really unique. I feel like New Year's is the perfect time to rock something bold and different like this. All right, so option number 3 is kind of a classic vibe, but still with a twist because it's a red metallic lipstick. This is another Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick because I can't get enough. This came with their holiday collection in these little mini tubes, and this one is called, what is it called? It is called Phantom, and it is a red metallic, but it almost in person, I don't know, in certain lights it looks more red, in certain lights it has a little bit of a warmer tone, but then mostly like straight on it looks almost kind of a wine burgundy shade. It's so beautiful, I can't even tell you. Anyways, let me know which lip option is your favorite down in the comments because I'd love to know. And yeah, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up, say hey ghoul hey down in the comments box because you know I love talking to you. Also, I hope you have a happy, fun, and very safe New Year's, and I will see you guys in 2019. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.